Let's discuss Cambridge IELTS 1 Reading Test 1 Passage 2. So before moving to the Passage 2, let us know some meanings of some words. First one, patently. Patently means in a clean and unambiguous manner. That is knowing very clearly. Then second one, extol. Extol means to praise or to make high. Then third one is mediocre, having no peculiar or outstanding features. Then fourth one is skeptical. Skeptical means having or expressing doubt. Then fifth one is buzzword. Buzzword means a word or phrase that is fashionable at a particular time or in a particular context. In addition to this, masquerading. Masquerade or assembly of people wearing masks and costumes. Next one is naive. Naive means designed to follow the way ordinary people approach a problem. Next one is dubious. Dubious means arousing doubt. Next one is damning. Damning means to condemn, to declare guilty, to adjudge punishment. Next one is obliged. Obliged means the act of binding oneself by a social, legal or moral tie to someone. Then resounding. Resounding means having a deep rich sound. Okay, let us move on to the questions. Let's move on to the questions. So our essay is actually zoo conservation programs. So reading passage 2, you should spend about 20 minutes on questions 16 to 28, which are based on reading passage 2 below. So let us look at the questions. There is one example is given. So first of all, do the following statements agree with the views of the writer in reading passage 2? In boxes 16 to 22, write yes, no or not given. If it is yes, if the statement agrees with the writer, and no if the statement contradicts the writer, and not given if it is impossible to say what the writer thinks about this. So there is one example is given. Example is London Zoos advertised that one of the London Zoos recent advertisements caused me some irritation, so the patently did it distort reality. Headlined without zoo might as well as tell these animals to get stuffed. It was bored to illustrations of several endangered species and went to extol myth that without zoos like London Zoo, these animals will almost certainly disappear forever. With the zoo world's rather mediocre record on conversation and might be given for being slightly skeptical about such an advertisement. So there is no mention about the London Zoo's advertisements are poorly presented. So there is no statements or word which states that advertisements are poorly presented. So the answer is given is not given. Okay, let us move on to the questions number 16 to 22. Before moving to the questions, we have to find out what are the keywords which is given in the questions. So 16th one is London Zoo's advertisements are dishonest. Advertisements are dishonest. Insignificant contribution to conservation up until 30 years ago. Insignificant contribution conservation up until 30 years ago. Okay, that is the two keywords. The WZCS document is not known in Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe. That is, document is not known in Eastern Europe. These are the two keywords. Zoos in the WZCS select list were carefully inspected. Zoos in the WZCS select list were carefully examined, carefully inspected. Zoos in the WZCS select list. These are the two keywords. No one knew how the animals were being treated at a Robin Hill Adventure Park. No one knew. Animals were being treated. Robin Hill Adventure Park. These are the keywords. Call are the keywords. Colin Tudge was dissatisfied with the treatment of animals at London's zoo. Colin Tudge is a keyword. Dissatisfied is a keyword. Treatment of animals at London Zoo. This is one keyword. The number of successful zoo conservation programs is unsatisfactory. Number of successful zoo conservation programs. That is the one keyword. And unsatisfactory, that is the second keyword. Okay, let us move on to the essay. So first of all, the first question is London Zoo's advertisements are dishonest. So let us read the passage. One of the London Zoo's recent advertisement, here it is a keyword, caused me some irritations, so patently did it distort reality. Headlined "Without zoos, you might as well tell these animals to get stuffed" species, and went on to extol myth that without zoos like London zoos, these animals will almost certainly disappear forever. The zoo's world's rather mediocre record on conservation, one might be forgiven for being slightly skeptical about such an advertisement. This is the first paragraph. So in the first paragraph, let us see the advertisements caused me some irritations. Here, London Zoo's advertisements are dishonest. So advertisement is here, London Zoo is here, and advertisements is here. The two keywords is matches with the first essay. So, and there is additionally caused me some irritation, so patently did it distort the reality. So the answer for this one is yes, because advertisements are dishonest. Dishonest means advertisements are dishonest. Dishonest means it made some irritations and patently did it distort the reality. Anything which distort the reality may not be honest. So this advertisement is actually dishonest. So the answer for the first question is yes. Okay. Moving on to the question number 18. Zoos made an insignificant contribution to conservation up until 30 years ago. Zoos made an insignificant contribution to conservation up until 30 years ago. Okay. So moving on to the first paragraph, it was bordered with the illustrations of several endangered zoos. These animals will almost certainly disappear forever. With the zoo's world's rather mediocre record, might be forgiven for being slightly skeptical about such an advertisement. There is no mention of 30 years ago and zoo conservation programs. So zoos were originally created as a place of entertainment, and their suggested involvement with the conservation didn't seriously arise until 30 years ago, when the Zoological Society of London held the first formal international meeting on the subject. So in this paragraph, in this statement, or in this sentence, we have keywords is there. That is, first keyword is insignificant contribution to conservation. There is suggested involvement with the zoo conservation didn't seriously arise. Involvement with the zoo conservation didn't seriously arise until up to 30 years, or 30 years. Also, here is a keyword, until 30 years. Insignificant contribution here means, and there is suggested involvement with the conservation didn't seriously arise until about 30 years ago. Okay, which means that there is no significant contribution. There is an insignificant contribution. That is why it will involvement with the conservation didn't seriously arise until about 30 years ago. That is mentioned here. So the answer for this one, insignificant, which means didn't seriously arise. So that is the matching keyword. So the answer for the 18th question is yes. Moving on to the 18th question. Sorry, there is some mistakes is there actually. (16) yes, 17 yes, and 18 is now we are looking. 18th question. The WZCS document is not known in Eastern Europe. 30 years ago, international meeting subject. 8 years later, a series of world conference took place, ended the breeding and endangered species, and from the point onward, conservation becomes communities' buzzword. This commitment has now been clearly defined in the World Zoo Conservation Strategy (WZGS) September 1993, which, although an important and welcomed document, that seems to be based on unrealistic optimism about the nature of the zoo industry. There is no mention about this statement. WZCS document is not known in Eastern Europe. Let us look at the next paragraph. The WZCS estimates that there are about 10,000 zoos in the world, of which around 1,000 represents a core of quality collections capable of participating in coordinated conservation program. This is probably documents first failing, as I believe that 10,000 is a serious underestimate of the total number of places masquerading as a zoological establishment. Of course, it is difficult to get accurate data, but to put the issue into perspective, I have found that in a year of working in Eastern Europe, I discovered fresh zoos on almost a weekly basis. A year of working in Eastern Europe, I discovered fresh zoos on almost a weekly basis. Which means zoos in the WZCS select list were carefully inspected. The WZCS document is not known in Eastern Europe, so there is no such information is mentioned here actually. This probably documents was failing. I believe that a 10,000 series of underestimate of the total number of places masquerading as zoological establishment. Of course, it is a difficulty to get accurate data, but put this issue into perspective, I have found that in a year of working in Eastern Europe, I discovered fresh zoos on almost a weekly basis. The second flaw of the reasoning document is the naive faith it is placed. One would assume that the caliber of the institutions would have been carefully examined, but it appears that the criterion for inclusion on this select list might merely be that the Federation Association. So there is no such information in this paragraph. So the answer for this one is not given. So moving on to the next question, 19th one. Zoos in the WZCS select list were carefully inspected. So this is the actually keyword is lying in this paragraph. The second flaw in the reasoning of the WZCS document is the naive faith it places in its 10,000 crore zoos. One would assume that the caliber of these institutions would have been carefully examined, but it appears that the criterion for the inclusion on this select list might merely be that the zoo is a member of a zoo federation or association. So which means that the second flaw means second failure. There is one would assume that the caliber of these institutions would have been carefully examined, but it appears that the criterion for the inclusion on the select list might merely be that the zoo is a member of a zoo federation or association. So which means that the answer is no. There is a failure actually. So the answer is that is not carefully examined. Select lists were carefully inspected or examined, but the answer is not inspected or not carefully inspected. So it is no. So moving on to the question number 20. No one knew how the animals were being treated at a Robin Hill Adventure Park. This might be a good starting point to working on the premises that the members must meet a certain standards. but again the fact doesn't support the theory. So in terms of zoological parks and aquariums has had extremely dubious members, and in the UK the Federation of Zoological Gardens of Great Britain and Ireland has occasionally had members that have been roundly censored in the national press. These includes Robin Hill Adventure Park on the Islay, of which may considered the most notorious collection of animals in the country. So the statement is contradicts actually. No one knew the animals were being treated at Robin Hill Adventure Park. That is, answer is occasionally had members that have been roundly censored in the national press. These includes Robin Hill Adventure Park, which means answer is no. Which means someone know. So the answer is no. So the answer is no. No one knew, but there is someone know. So which means the answer is contradicts with this statement. So the answer, our answer is actually no. Okay, then moving on to the 21st question. Coleridge was dissatisfied with the treatment of animals at London Zoo. So let us find out the keyword. This establishment, which for years was protected by Isley's local council, which viewed it as a tourist amenity, was finally closed down following damning report by veterinary inspector appointed under the terms of Zoo Licensing Act 1981. As it was always a collection of dubious report, one is obliged to reflect upon the standards that the Zoo Federation sets when granting memberships. This situation is even worse in developing countries where little money is available for the redevelopment, and it is hard to see a way of incorporating collections into the overall scheme of the WZCS. So there is no keyword actually. So moving on to the next paragraph. So before that, let us look at the questions once again. Our question is, Coleridge was dissatisfied with the treatment of animals at London Zoo, and the 22nd question is, number of successful zoo conservation programs is unsatisfactory. Even as our question is now, Coleridge was dissatisfied with the treatment of animals at London Zoo. Even assuming that the WZCS 1000 crore zoos are all of the high standard, complete with the scientific staff and research facilities, trained and dedicated keepers, accommodation that permits normal or natural behavior, and the policy of cooperating fully with one another, what might be the potential for the conservation? So in up to this there is no keyword. Coleridge is our keyword. Author of a Last Animals at the Zoo, Oxford University Press, 1992, argues that if the word zoo worked together in a cooperative breeding programs, then even without cooperative breeding programs is a keyword, then without further expansion, they would save around 22,000 species of endangered land vertebrates. This seems an extremely optimistic proposition from a man who must be aware of the failings and the weakness of zoo industry. The man who, when a member of the Council of the London Zoo, had to persuade the zoo to devote more of its activities to conservation. Moreover, where are the facts to support such optimism? There is no information that he is dissatisfied. So let us move on to the next paragraph, whether it is mentioned in the next paragraph. Today, approximately 16 species might be said to have been saved by captive breeding programs. Although a number of these can be hardly be looked upon by resounding success. Beyond that, about a further 20 species are being seriously considered for zoo conservation programs. Given that the international conference at London Zoo was held 30 years ago, this pretty slow progress and the long way of Rudd's target of 2000. But there is no mention that he is dissatisfied. So the answer for this one, 21st one, is not given. So moving on to the question number 22. The number of successful zoo conservation programs is unsatisfactory. Today, approximately 16 species might said to have been saved by captive breeding programs. Okay, although a member of these hardly be looked upon by a resounding success. Beyond that, about a further 20 species are being seriously considered for zoo conservation programs. Given that international conferences at London Zoo was held 30 years ago, this is pretty slow progress and a long way of Tedge's target of 2000. So which means, given that the international conferences at London Zoo was held 30 years ago, this is a pretty slow progress. Sixteen species might be said to be have been saved by captive breeding program, and a long way of Tedge's target of 2000. That is, so the answer is unsatisfactory. It is a correct. So which means slow progress and a long way. So which means the answer is yes. Okay. Let us move on to the question number 23rd. What were the objectives of the WZCS document? Objectives. So the objectives of the WZCS. Okay, the keyword is here. This commitment has now been clearly defined in the World Zoo Conservation Strategy WZCS September 1993, which, although an important and welcome document, it seems to be based on an unrealistic optimism about the nature of zoo industry. And the WZC estimates that there were about 10,000 zoos in the world, of which around 1,000 represents a core of quality collection capable of participating in coordinated conservation programs. So in these two statements, we can get the objective of the WZCS document. First one, to improve the caliber of the zoo worldwide. To identify zoos suitable for conservation practice, to provide the funds for zoos in the developed countries, to list the endangered species of the world. Answer D is not correct. To provide funds for the zoos in the underdeveloped countries, not correct. To identify the zoos suitable for conservation practice, yeah, B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer. To improve the caliber of the zoo worldwide. Actually, from these two statements, we can understand that optimism about the nature of the zoo industry, which means to identify the suitable zoo for conservation practice. Coordinated conservation programs. So, which means coordinated conservation programs. So, which means the answer is actually to identify zoos suitable for conservation practice. So answer is B. Then moving on to the question number 24. Why does the writer refer to Robin Hill Adventure Park? Robin Hill Adventure Park, the statement is lies in this statement. The greatly respected American Association of Zoological Parks and Aquariums had extremely dubious members, and in the UK, the Federation of Zoological Gardens of Great Britain and Ireland has occasionally had members that have been roundly censored in the national press. So in this statement, there is no mention about the question. Why does the writer refers to Robin Hill Adventure Park? Let us look at the options. To support the Isle-of-Wight Local Council, to criticize the 1981 Zoos Licensing Act, to illustrate the weakness in the WZCS document, to exemplify the standards in the ASAP zoos. collection of these includes Robin Hill Adventure Park, which may considered the most notorious collection of animals in the country. This establishment, which council which viewed it as a tourist amenity, was finally closed down following damning report by the veterinary inspector. So there is some mentioning of the this one to support the wide local council. Wide local council is mentioned here. Let us examine whether it is matching. This viewed as a tourist amenity. Yeah, easily of which may considered the most notorious collection of animals in the country. This establishment, which 4 years was protected by the Islay Local Council. To support the Islay Wide Local Council. To support the Islay of Wide Local Council, and which may considered as the most notorious collection of animals in the country. This establishment, which 4 years was protected by the Islay Local Council. So this is contradicting actually. To support the Islay Wide Local Council and was finally protected by the Islay Local Council, which viewed it as a tourist amenity, was finally closed down following a damning report by a veterinary inspector appointed under the terms of Zoo Licensing Act 1981. Under the terms of Zoo Licensing Act, there is a Zoo Licensing Act is there. To criticize the 1981 Zoo Licensing Act, actually there is no criticism, and to illustrate the weakness of WZCS document and to exemplify the standards in the as AAZPA zoos. AAZPA zoos. Yeah, the greatly respected American Association of Zoological Parks and Aquariums, AAZPA, has had extremely dubious members. To exemplify the standards in AAZPA zoos. Exemplify the standards. Actually, there is no exemplification of the standards. UK Federation of Zoological Gardens, Great Britain, and occasional members have been normally. But there is some mention is the second flaw in the reasoning of the WZCS document is the naive faith of its place of 100 crore zoo. One would assume that the caliber of these institutions have been carefully examined. So the only remaining answer for us is C, that is to illustrate the weakness in the WZCS document. Then moving on to the question number 25. What word best describes the writer's response to Colin Tudge's prediction on captive breeding programs? Disbelieving, impartial, prejudiced, and accepting. Captive breeding programs. Captive breeding programs is Colin Tudge saw the last animal at the Zoo Oxford universities in the cooperative breeding programs. Then even without further expansion, they could save around 2,000 species endangered land vertebrate. This seems an extremely optimistic proposition from a man who must be aware of the failing and moreover where there is a facts to support such optimism. Today, approximately 16 species might be said to have been saved by captive breeding programs, although a number of these can hardly be looked upon the reasoning captive breeding programs. Success. Beyond that, about further 20 species are being seriously considered for zoo conservation programs. What word best describes writer's response to Colin Tudge's prediction on captive breeding program? Cooperative breeding programs. Then even without further expansion, they could save around 2,000 species of endangered land vertebrates. This seems an extremely optimistic proposition from a man who must aware of the failings and weakness of the zoo industry. Actually, this is disbelieving. Disbelieving in the sense it seems an extremely optimistic proposition. Optimistic proposition means actually it may or may not be happen, but our desire is to be have. So it is disbelieving. So the answer is A. 25 is A. Okay, then let us move on to the question number 26, 27 and 28. Question number 26 to 28. The writers mention a number of factors which led him to doubt the value of the WZCS document. Which three of the following factors are mentioned? Write your answers A to F in the boxes 26 to 28 on your answer sheet. The number of unregistered zoos in the world, the lack of money in developing countries, the actions of the easily off-white developing countries, the actions of the easily off-white local council, the failure of the WZCS examine the standards of the car zoo, the unrealistic aim of the WZCS in view of the number of special saved to date, the policies of the WZCS zoo managers. Okay, so there is mentioned that it's around 10,000 quality species are capable of participating in coordinated conservation program. This is probably documents first failing. Okay, this is probably the documents first failing, which means that the WZCS estimates that there are about 10,000 zoos in the world, of which around 1,000 species represents a core of quality collections capable of participating in coordinated conservation programs. Okay, which means number of unregistered zoos in the world. Okay, which means number of unregistered zoos in the world. Number of unregistered zoos in the world. Yeah, that is the answer actually. Number of unregistered zoos. $10,000 zoos in the world, of which around 1,000 represents a core quality collections capable of participating in coordinated conservation program. This is probably the document's first failing. I believe that 10,000 is a serious underestimate of the total number of places masquerading as a zoological establishment. Of course, it is difficult to get accurate data, but to put the issue into perspective, I have found that year of working in Eastern Europe, I discover fresh zoos on weekly basis. So which means there are number of in the world. Okay, so answer 1 is A. 26, let us put it A. Then moving the lack of money in the developed countries. But the second flaw in the reasoning of the WZCS document is in naive faith it places in its 1,000 crore zoos. One would assume that the caliber of these institutions would have been carefully examined, but it appears that the criterion for inclusion on this select list might be merely be that the zoo is a member of a zoo federation or association. This might be the good starting point, working on the premises that the numbers that meet certain standards, but again the fact that doesn't support the theory. The greatly respected American the second flaw reasoning of WZCS document is a naive faith it. So in this paragraph there is one answer is there. The actions of the Islamic local council, actually that is not a failure. The failure of the WZCS is to examine the standards of the core zoos. Core zoo is mentioned here. The second flaw in the reasoning of the WZCS is the naive faith it places in its 1,000 crore zoos. One would assume that the caliber of these institutions would have been carefully examined, but it appears that The criterion for the inclusion on the select list might merely be, no, this is not the answer. Yeah, the failure of the WZCS to examine the standards of the cross soup. This is one answer. Standards is not carefully examined. Yeah, the failure of the WCS documents to examine the standards of the core soup. Okay, so the next answer is D. So the unrealistic aim of the WZCS in view of the number of species saved to date. So in this paragraph, the answer is lying. Today is approximately 16 species might be said to be have been served by the captive breeding programs, although a number of species can as a resounding success. Beyond that, about a further 20 species are being seriously considered for zoo conservation programs, given that the International Conference in London Zoo. So the answer for this one is then unrealistic aim of the WZCS in the view of the number of species. So answer is E. So these are the three ones. Okay, let us examine answer is correct or not. (16) Yes, 1 mark. 17. Yes, 1 mark. 18. Not given, 1 mark. 19. No, 1 mark. 20. Not given, 1 mark. 22. Yes, 1 mark. 23. BCA, 1 mark. 1 mark. 1 mark. 26. ADE, 1 mark. 1 mark. 1 mark. So total we have how much? This is 12 out of 12 we have. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and comment and share this video. So if you have any doubts or if you have any suggestion, please comment it.